right, we are live. Let me turn on the YouTube chat. Turn the volume down because I've been watching TV on my iPad. So today honestly was a rough day, I'm not gonna lie. Today was a rough day, even though we had the cleanest price action fucking ever. We literally had the cleanest price action ever, and I still traded shitty today. But I do think I finally found the holy grail, y'all. I do. I really do. I think we can literally just trade SMT reversals. Why isn't this coming up on YouTube? So, hold on, sorry. So today I'm going back to paper trading to get my emotions back right. I took 2 shitty trades, going in with the bias, basically, like I always tell y'all not to do. Go in and be reactive. And we had the cleanest price action ever in fucking history. So I have ES over here and NQ over here because I'm going to have to, actually, hold on. I'm going to have to trade both. You're going to have to look at both. I'm also going back to trading ES. For those who don't know, NQ just moves more, so you risk more. So 1 micro on ES, I risk like $20 versus like the $100 I'm risking on ES, if that makes sense. So I took a shitty trade. I broke 2 of my rules. Let's talk about it. I was looking for a buy because, let's go in the 1 hour first. This wick scared me, like we were gonna go up. We wound up doing an SMT to go down, and you know how I used to trade at 10 o'clock. I've been getting on 9:30, easily a 10 o'clock trade, 10 o'clock down to the London lows. This was SMT to reverse. I caught the trade back up. I didn't take it obviously because I broke my rules, but then once we bounced off here, I took another buy because on the 1 minute, prime example, why I keep telling y'all don't trade the 1 minute, trade the 3. On the 1 minute, we inverted fair value gaps twice. We inverted this one, and we inverted this one. That's why I got in 2 buys. But if I was on the 3 minute, we would have seen there was no reason, there was no fake outs on the 3 minute. Beautiful, traded down, and then we kept going down. No fake outs on the, but this is the trade I call SMT. How do you know what SMT divergence is? It's when NQ takes out, or ES, one of them takes out a low, the other one doesn't. So I know I say this every time we back test. Like I found the holy grail, I found the holy grail, I found the holy grail. I did though. SMT, that's it. If you just trade SMT, you can just trade reversals of SMT. So boom, this was the London low. We did not take it out on ES, we reversed immediately. I caught the trade on ES as well. You see the mark on the trade. Now, same with yesterday. Yesterday on NQ, I bought those buys to the Asian high. On ES, oh, I turned off the session indicator. On ES, we literally took out Asian highs, and that was our reversal. That was the 10-11 noon reversal that we got. So that's literally all you need to trade. All you need to trade is SMT. And then on this morning, you wouldn't really see it unless you're in the 15-minute chart, but the 9:30 trade was also SMT. It's like fucking the holy grail for real, y'all. And it's funny, I was like, I don't need SMT. I don't need to trade it, blah, blah, blah. I fucking lied. So on ES, on NQ, we came up and swept this 15-minute body of this candle, as you can see. Body of the candle swept. On ES, we did not. We are lower. We didn't even come close to sweeping the body of this candle. If that makes sense to y'all. It's not as clear, so again, you have to take that trade. This one is very clear with my sessions indicator on. This is why I love the sessions indicator. You see, on NQ, we came down and swept this red line. On ES, we did not sweep this red line, and then we immediately reversed. Easy fucking trade, and it wound up being the trade of the day. And then again, on the upside, NQ took out morning high and London high. ES did not take London high, and then we did a PM reversal. You see how you easily can just trade reversals off of fucking SMT? So I'm going to be paper trading the rest of the week and practicing. I'm trading ES because 1 or 2 more losses and my account is blown on NQ, my live account and my funded account. But I'm feeling confident now. I don't know if I'm going to get back on at 10 o'clock or still trade 9:30 because I like catching the top of the move. I think I'm going to get on at 9:45 because at least on the 15-minute chart, We have 9. I could get in just a little higher versus at 10. Either way, at 10, we still got a nice move. You know, you still got a nice move. But I could get in a little higher at the top of this candle, if that makes sense. So that's what we're going to back test today. And it works so well. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is ES on the right, left. NQ on the right. NQ, we did not take the London highs. ES, we took the London highs, and then we did what? Reverse, 10 o'clock. So this is what we're going to try to do today. We're just going to mark SMT divergence and see how good the reversals are from it. Now, there's a few that's a lot, but this also was 10 o'clock. I want to mark out if it's 10 or 9. If it's 9 o'clock candle, you know you want to be in a little earlier, like at 9:30, like most people get on. If more of them happen at 10, you can just stand at 10. But even every time I get in a trade, I want to get in a trade earlier because it happened at 9:30, I still get a big move at 10 o'clock. Like the trade's small, and then 10 o'clock we finally drop. So it's like, do I need to get on at 9:30? I still don't know yet. I got profitable getting on at 10 o'clock, so why am I switching up now? Who the fuck knows? It's probably, I probably shouldn't switch up. But it was clear today. Price action was so clear. Even on the 1 minute, the main reversal, obviously not the inverted value gaps, but also a rule of mine, only take trades on the 3-minute chart at the least. 3-minute chart and above. Okay, sometimes for some reason my sessions indicator here will not show my my session. So basically this is Asian, this is London, and they're exactly the same. So yes, they're the same right now. There's no SMT at all. They both came out. They swept this low. ES, obviously this is overnight, but ES did not come down. I mean, NQ did not come down to this gap, but ES did. So SMT can be anything. A gap, a body candle, a wick candle. It's not just a full swing low, just so you know. I've been backtesting this, but let's see how it plays out. If we get an SMT, or we might just run up. Okay. We kind of have one. We haven't really reversed yet. But let's see if it plays out in reverse. Because there are times like this where it looks like it might reverse with this red candle on both of them, and it just keeps going higher. So that's the only thing about SMT. Like, it can look like SMT because, like I said, this was the swing high right here that I was looking at. If you needed to see that, this was the swing high I was looking at. And then this was the swing high here. We already, broke it on NQ with the red candle, and we didn't break it on the red candle here, but then ES wound up going up there. Now the next swing high is this one. I'm pretty sure this is the same candle. You have to look and make sure it matches on the time frame. Which NQ is about to hit. We'll see if ES hits it and then reverses. And if not, then it's just a day where we just ran up all day. Okay, they both ran up, and then we finally, nope, we're still running up. Okay, and if they're both like that, ES looked like they wanted to wick it, we're just both going up. So that's one of those things where 10 o'clock, you're in buys. And there was a hourly gap here that I tapped into, no SMT that day. That's a continuation day. And a lot of the times the continuations will be kind of obvious. So yeah, you might, let's go on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, and see what that looks like. Or you just wouldn't trade today. There's nothing wrong with that either. 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock, you kind of came down to getting more buys. And I think our target is going to be the highs on both of these. Let's see if we hit them. And this is it. This is how you, SMT, I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but this is the high it looks like we're going to on both. We might not. Also, SMT tells you, like, say you traded ES today and not in Q, you need to know where to sell your trade at. You know what I'm saying? And now ES is closer to that point than in Q. Boom, they both hit it. See what I'm saying? That was the target. So even if you got in later and you waited for a confirmation after the 10 o'clock, we still ran up the rest of the day. So great trade. You want NQ and ES to be moving the same like this. This is exactly what you want. And if it doesn't, a reversal is coming. So yeah, I think I might stick to trading at 10. I'm paper trading and then ES trading, emotionally just getting things just back together, because I don't know what is wrong with me when I get on my live account, I trade like a fucking weirdo. All right, here we definitely have SMT now, because this, oh wait, let me zoom out. Always gotta zoom out. So this is the all-time high up here. We just swept this, which is this. ES had been swept it already. And then it's looking like NQ is going higher. As you can see, NQ is going higher and ES is going lower. So let's let that play out and see how that goes. They both could be going up or both could be going down. Boom. Here, the problem with this trade is, that was SMT though, as you saw. NQ is going higher, ES is going lower. We got a fat red candle at 10 o'clock. The thing about this trade was we're clearly bullish, and then we're probably coming down to sweep something on the sell side to go back up. And that's exactly what we did. And then does it keep going or does it keep going lower? NQ looks like it's finally going higher. ES is looking like it's finally going lower. Okay, there was news right there. Nasty work. Never trade news. Prime example. That was 2 o'clock anyway. So, what did we get? What does this look like on the 1 minute? The 3 minute. It's a nice red candle. But it's not that much movement. Guess it's building up for FOMC. 10 o'clock is here. Yeah, if you wanted this reversal down to this Asian low, you got it, but it was not the best of a trade. So I wouldn't have taken that. I would just, you just wouldn't trade today. But it still went down because of SMT, but it didn't go down like really far for a nice like move. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But it's kind of, I mean, if price action's like it was today, that shit was so clean. But if you see the SMT, NQ swept these highs, previous day high. Swept it right here. ES, we did not. Lower high. Dumped. And then news. You see what I'm saying? So you could have played, as soon as this candle started going down a little bit, you could have just got in from there, played that. That could have been your situation. So yeah, it's looking like 10 o'clock really is the time for this. Or you can just wait for a random 10 o'clock trade like we got today at like 10:30. Okay, so here, I think we do have SMT. Here, ES has not swept this high. If you can see that. NQ just did and ran down at 9:30. Now, we have these Asian and London lows of previous day, and then we have no gap until here. There's no gap here, but there's a big gap here. So let's see which one. And like I said, you can trade NQ or ES only, and then you'll just know, like I said, like today. Today, if you traded ES down, NQ took out London low, ES did not, if you could see. It went to Asian low and it went down a little bit in between, but it did not take London. So that's also what SMT is good for, if you know when to sell your trade. I always usually sell at first liquidity anyway, because that's how I roll, to be safe, because you don't know which one's going to be SMT if you're not watching both. But again, I'm realizing I just have to watch both. It sucks. But you see, NQ took this high, ES did not take this high, and we're starting to reverse. 8 o'clock and then 9 o'clock, the candle is starting. So let's see how it plays out. Let's see if it actually runs down, or do they eventually both want to just go higher? Because it could do that as well. Like that. And then we finally got a push. And that's why I say SMT kind of lags, because it can look like SMT in the beginning, and then it can go up there. We did sweep this daily low, which I had a feeling. Again, this is very bullish action, so this is not surprising. If y'all don't know, this price action is just like, we're already running up. We're already at the previous session low to sweep it and run up. That's what that was. You could reverse from here, very much so. However, boom. Let's see, we got another SMT. No, they both took out this bodily high. Also, another SMT sometimes is candles. Like sometimes the candle before will be higher on ES, but then lower on NQ, and vice versa. But on this one, they're the same. Lower candle, higher candle, lower candle. Again, I know it's a lot, but it's kind of clear when you're watching it play out in real time. Now do we finally reverse to the low we made this morning? Let's see if we see SMT back on the way up, actually, because you might. Ooh, that's the end of the day. But that was not SMT, but a decent trade, honestly. Again, 8, 9, 10. You could have took 10 and just took it up, or played this reversal back down if you wanted it, which is what, 10, 11, 12. So swept the 10 a.m. high, ran down. A good trade back up after we swept this low. Still a valid trade. Still a valid reversal. So I'm getting to the point where I kind of only want to trade reversals. Obviously, like there's days like today where you could have obviously played. Actually, this is SMT. I lied. I'm sorry. See, that's why we're here practicing. This swing low is SMT. On ES, we swept the previous day Asian in London. Previous day Asian in London on NQ was not here, so this actually was your sign at 9 o'clock to buy. This was your SMT reversal. I didn't even fucking notice. Because this here is this here. This swing low here, I marked on NQ, is this swing low. You see what I'm saying? And the one on ES that we swept was this one. See, it's hard sometimes because like these are just, they look the same, but they're not. So I don't know if y'all see that. NQ only swept this. ES swept the bottom one. NQ, we did not sweep the bottom one. That means what? Easily you can get a reversal. I kid you not. Like, you can literally turtle soup that. You can turtle soup SMT so fucking hard, y'all. What's up? Sorry, but yesterday I don't find the indicator. What indicator were you looking for? Sorry, Yariel. It's the ICT sessions is the indicator. ICT sessions is the indicator I use for my liquidity, my session liquidity. I know you asked yesterday. Sorry. I tried to DM you on YouTube, but it's not a thing. But yeah, ICT sessions shows you these liquidity points. You see how we took out London to the tick, and then we didn't on ES, you know what I'm saying? And then we took out Asian yesterday to the tick on ES, and we did an NQ, and that was this NQ reversal we got yesterday. You see how you can literally turtle soup off S&T? There's no indicator for it. I'm sorry, it lags. But prime example this day. NQ took out the first line only. ES took out both. This is your sign to buy immediately. And then you can just take it to the high of this candle if you want to. Like just the morning high. It wound up going up to the body of this, which is probably a swing high on like the 1 minute or the 3 minute. But that's a fucking great turtle soup trade on either one. If you want to know what that looks like, that's... And I know this is fast because it's literally replay. But this is the hour chart, so it's gonna take an hour for you to fully see this. So it's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes is gonna go by, and you're gonna see, oh fuck, that's SMT. Bye. Okay, it's not gonna be this fast. I promise. Like this is the hour. We're on an hour chart. I need for y'all to know that. Even the 1 minute chart. Okay, thanks. Yeah, you're good. So that's SMT. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can solely trade off SMT. 9 o'clock. So yeah, I think I am gonna get on at 9:30. Because today it happened at 9:30. Some days it happens at 10. But if you're just trading SMT in reversals, you can see it, and it's nothing. And then you enter obviously on whatever confluence you want: market structure shift, inverse value gap, whatever. All right, let's see what we got now. So far, ES is leading the way, as we've seen. ES is leading the way. We're in this gap. We're not in this gap. If you need to know what that looks like, it's this. On ES. ES is below this line, NQ is not. That's clear? Okay. And then let's just see how this plays out. It could just go down to there. You know, who the fuck knows? Okay. Another SMT. Boom. See what I'm saying? SMT. Do you know what that is? This London high was taken out by NQ. Boom. Then ES did not take out the same London high. Almost, but not quite. By a tick. That's your reversal at what? 10 o'clock. I might have found us the Holy Grail, y'all. I might have found us the Holy Grail. Now, how far do we want to go down? No idea. That's it. I'd probably take it to liquidity, just this sell side. Get in a sell, take it to this liquidity. Maybe we go down to maybe the middle of this gap. Let's just see how far we might go down. We might not. See, then reversed. And we are trading sideways, kind of. So, yeah, liquidity to liquidity. And I'll show you what that looks like because finally caught your live. Don't know what you're saying, but I support. Thank you, girl. Thank you. We both made it out of the dropshipping trenches together. Let's go on the 1 minute just to see what this looks like. I mean, not the 1 minute, sorry, the 3 minute. I mean, you can't go on the 1 minute. I just, like I said, got faked out. Okay, so. Oh, that's a good trade. Even on 3 minute. This is the 1 minute. Sorry, I did go on the 1 minute. 3 minute. Not as great, but you got your reversal there, SMT. Take it to this low. Don't be greedy. Don't be fucking greedy. Boom. Boom. That's it. Let's see. I mean, your market your shift isn't down here to the 3 minutes. So that does suck. Maybe you can count. This is a change in the state delivery. The 1 minute was better on this one. I mean, if you wait for SMT, you can go on the 1 minute. I took those second trades on the 1 minute, but my first trades today, I got faked out on the 1 minute. But those were obviously against the fucking bias, like an idiot. So yeah, on the 1 minute, it's way better because you get your market structure shift. Here, if you want to see what that looks like, your swing low here, boom, candle close below that. You're good in your sell at the candle, this candle close, boom, take it to that liquidity from 8:30 for 1 to 2.4 RR. So y'all, I think, tell me if y'all agree or disagree, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, sorry, but I think you can really just trade SMT reversals. I really think I finally found it. Which is funny because y'all remember how much shit I was talking about SMT. That's fucking crazy. SMT said, you want to play, bitch? I'm going to show you that you literally need me. And I do. Because sometimes it's like, where are we reversing off of? Where are we coming from? Like, where, like, you know what I'm saying? But just looking at both, not even having to look at the 4 hour, not even looking at the, 2 hour, just at the 1 hour, and just, you see, this is the same point. This is the same point, this is the same point. The green came up, and then we ran down. The green did not come up and hit it, and then we ran down. Anyway, swept this sell side. Both swept sell side, even though it's giving S&T somewhere in here, but that doesn't really matter. But, we came down, swept, and then we ran up. And even went higher. This one swept. And then, again, S&T again. That's what I'm saying. I've noticed they be acting like S&T is so fucking rare. I mean, no one does. I feel like guys like S&T is their holy grail. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But we got it again. Asian high was not taken out. And then NQ Asian high was. And then you could have took a little. It might not go all the way down to this. I think the 10 a.m. trade is usually stronger. But you could have got in here and go down. And I think we're going to push up. I think ES is going to follow, but this is the hour chart, so this little move could have been a good move for you. Who knows? But yeah, you can just trade. I mean, let's see if it goes down lower. It might not. And that's a good move. This SMT to down here, that's a good move. So that SMT back to back. Back to back. So I'm going to practice this through the week. Just with the paper trading and then going back to ES because that's just, you risk less. The moves look the same, but the way the ticks are counted is different. So the same move can give you $100 on NQ and it might give you like 30 on ES, but at least your losses are smaller. And that's why too, when people say they blow accounts, I'm like, it's so hard not to, because you need to plan for this, emotional things like this. Obviously you might not have them as often as me, you might have them more than me, but people were like, oh, I blow my account so fast. Like if I was trading micro minis right now, my account would have been blown. But no, my account's not, because I take 2 trades if I'm emotionally bad. If I lost with a good trade, then I'm like, okay, keep going. But if I lose being emotional, I go and I paper trade, and then you go down to ES, and then you build your account up and you do the things. You don't just blow your account. You spent money on that account. Don't just waste the money, because you can easily scale up. That's the good thing about trading. You can easily scale up. You can scale up each month. Alrighty, what do we see? It's a little choppy. Anna. I hate that my sessions aren't really showing on this chart until after we play. So Asian session is 20 to, yeah, so we got SMT already. Asian session has been swept in London. And then on ES, it has not. That's all SMT is. And that makes sense to y'all. It's just like and then basically, this one is the stronger one technically, but you want to react and make sure if you're going to turtle soup it. If you're going to wait for a market structure shift reversal, then you're good. But if you're waiting for a straight turtle soup, you need to wait for the one that sweeps liquidity to start coming back in the range. Like if this candle was to close a fat green, ES might eventually follow it, if that makes sense. So you would wait it out, and then you would see, or like the gurus do, they just, as soon as it hits, they go in a lower time frame, but then they wait for the market structure shift. They don't just get in on the lower time frame, but they actually wait for the reversal on the lower time frame, which is fair too. But for me, I begin faked out when I do that. What the fuck did I do to make that come out? But this is in London, so it has nothing to do with us. This is 8, 7. We do have a little internal SMT here. 7 o'clock did not go, but that also means it's actually no point in marking this. You know why? Because we've already ran down. We're probably taking this liquidity here. Yeah, ES has already taken it, so I'm marking the wrong SMT, but for learning purposes, you see it. It happens just all the time. So just pick a time frame, sit on the chart, and then NQ has to hit this low for it to be the same. So ES might straight reverse, and that might be our sign to get in buys right at 10 o'clock. Or NQ could follow, and then they can start trying to take out the other lows that happen after. So let's see. I do think we're probably going to this low on ES, so that might be a sign to just get in at 10 o'clock and hit sells. Okay, well, yeah, we did hit, oh no, I thought this was 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So no, we did not hit sells. We got our reversal off what? SMT, because this low was swept, and it was not swept on NQ. See how you can easily turtle soup that and take it what? To the high right there. That's it, y'all. That's literally it. This is 10 o'clock. So you can get on, I think I'm gonna start getting on like 9:45. So then I can just, like I said, catch one more candle if it comes at 9, but not really need the top. But if it comes at 10, which is really what my strategy was, the 10 a.m. reversal. And it can come at 11, it can come at 10:30 like it did today. Beautiful reversal off what? You see, this was swept. It was not swept on NQ. you could easily get in a buy right from this turtle soup. I swear to you. Like as soon as it starts moving back up, even if it gets back in the range, which is the smart way to do it. If that doesn't make sense to you, people really don't trade that way. But for me, this is what I mean by that. So if this is the liquidity of the candle before, and you think it's immediately going to reverse, I wouldn't get in a buy until we come back above this line, if that makes sense to you. Obviously, you can do what you want, because we've seen SMT works really good. But for me to confirm it's actually going to come back, I need to come back. I've gotten faked out and it's come back and still closed green. But I think you'll get faked out a little less if you wait for it to come back into the range. And same with a liquidity sweep up here. Like, I'm trying to find one. Like here, we swept this liquidity up here. I would wait for it to come back under the high of the candle before I get in the trade, whether I'm confident or not. Again, some people, snipers, they get in buys right at the tip. If you can do that, good for you. I think with SMT we can. I wouldn't get in I wouldn't. It depends. This could be like 5 minutes though. This could be 30 seconds. This wick. Who the fuck knows? You won't know until real time. But your stop loss is literally super tiny. Whatever it is, and then take it to the high of that candle. I mean, this is technically a CRT range if you can see it. So that's how they trade without the SMT, just with the turtle soup. But that's really it. I know I've said this every day. I found the holy grail. I found it, and it's been wrong. It's been very wrong. But that's what you gotta do. You gotta trial and error. You know what I'm saying? But I think SMT reversals is really is it, honestly. And you don't have to take it like this on the hour chart. You really can take it to just a 1 minute or 3 minute liquidity point. Let's see if there's one. Yeah, you could have gotten it and just took it to here if you wanted it to. You didn't have to take it all the way. That was the only liquidity point. That was the first one, so that's it. But the next one is up there. And then there's some more, or on a trade like this one, and say this was your reversal, you could take your profit just here. You don't have to take it all the way down to this one. You can really just trade liquidity to liquidity, but just with a higher time frame. Yes, we're watching NQ and ES on the 1 hour. ES over here, NQ over here. And we're doing SMT divergence reversals. This is a 3 minute right now though. Let's do one more and I think we're good. But I definitely I'm gonna trade this. Yeah, nice, thank you. I think this is how I'm gonna trade now. I feel like emotionally I just been all over the place. I like my other strategy and it's kind of the same. It's still 10 a.m. Catching the power of 3, but now it's just I like trading reversals. Obviously, continuations sometimes obvious, like today. Today was an obvious one, but what if this was your target? I mean, it's still a good move, down to here to here. Let me delete everything from here. Yeah, here to here, still a good target. I probably would have sold that Asian, but we wound up going to London. Yes, we did not. So it's not bad. This is obvious buy at fucking 10 o'clock. Sell at 10 o'clock. But if you just would have waited 30 more minutes, you would have got your nice S&T reversal that actually took out was way bigger than this trade, even from people who got in 9:30. It was just way bigger, which is why I usually trade at 10, because it's usually the bigger trades of the day. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes this trade runs down the rest of the day, and even if you get in at 10, it should run down the rest of the day, so it doesn't matter. So that's why I'm I probably should get back on at 10. But now that I'm if I enter on an S&T like we got on a 15 minute, maybe I can still catch a trade. I don't know yet. That's why I'm paper trading. Let's see what we did. Next New York session. This looks crazy. Alrighty, I don't see any SMT. I mean, technically, ES is a little further down this line, but they're both chilling. They're both going down, and we finally hit it. We're about to hit it. This swept this body here. And then obviously on ES, it did not. It's just running down. There's no fair value gap, so I assume we're running. There's liquidity here that ES is about to hit. I don't know if NQ is gonna hit it or go past it. I would hope we run down a little more, but let's see how it plays out. Alrighty. SMT. ES hit the second line, NQ did not. Are we gonna push, or are we just gonna keep going lower? Going lower, okay. Prime example of like you gotta wait it out. Because as you see, it can look like SMT, and then eventually they both follow. And how did I kind of feel that? Like we ran up, we're kind of already reversing, and we have all this space with no fair value gap. So it's giving like we're just going down today. And then we had SMT up here for us going down. This was an SMT probably for a little pullback, which we got. Which another SMT actually, the 9 o'clock one, ES swept this high from 7 o'clock, and then NQ did not. We're still just running down. So it's another SMT. So you gotta catch them in real time. Like I thought this one was gonna be the one, but then we have this one right here, right at 9 o'clock. Not even 9, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock came up, swept, and then we reversed. And this is regular ICT like silver bullet. Well, on ES, but then on NQ. And I think when people talk about the silver bullet, and I'm like, it does not fucking happen every day. But now that I'm looking at it with SMT, it will, but just on, they reverse. So like if you were trading the silver bullet this day on ES, you got it. You got your liquidity sweep of the buy side, we ran down. NQ, you did not, we just ran down. And then another day, NQ will take the high of the 9 o'clock candle and then run down, but ES won't. Like that happened on Friday actually. On Friday, on Friday, we just started running down on ES, came up into the gap and ran down. On NQ, we came up and swept that 945 high, SMT, reverse, dumped at 940, like, well, 930 high, 830 high, yeah, at 915. Boom, ran down. See what I'm saying? It's everywhere. And if you can literally trade a reversal off of this. I've noticed. So you don't even need to wait for market structure shift. You just look, did a high get taken out and one did not? Oh, yes, hell yeah. You're getting the trade up here with a tight ass fucking stop loss. Like something stupid. And that was a 4-hour fair value gap that we ran down to. This is your fucking trade, 1 to 17. Like, bruh. I think I found the holy grail. I'm not trying to toot my horn, but again, SMT, ES took that high. From the SMT here to reverse, it reversed, came up, and then they both ran down, like I said, probably to these lows, because that's the next liquidity point. Unless one of them doesn't want to hit it. Come on. None of them hit it, so are we just reversing from there? Don't piss me off. Maybe we are. Are we reversing from there? There's no way. Exactly. I was like, we cannot reverse from there when one of these has to hit this line. There's no liquidity. There's no fair value gap. Boom. Prime example. So 10 o'clock, got in, took it straight down. From what? SMT. So yeah, I'm probably gonna start getting at, like I said, 145, 945, but beautiful. This is all y'all need. And I'm gonna back test this and paper trade this for the rest of the week, maybe even next week. Then hopefully, yeah, I can come back on the charts and even maybe take an NQ trade, so I can get my account back up and make a few $100s. Like, this is really, it happens every day. The best thing you can do is unlearn ICT, honestly. I disagree, but That's for you, Dave Ramsey. You can do that. But as you see, SMT is all you need to catch 1 to 20 trades. That's the ICT concept. I just back tested it and showed it. And we had how many losses? 0. 0 losses with SMT. So, sorry, Dave Ramsey. It's funny, too, because Patrick Whelan, who kept shitting on ICT, finally discovered inverse fair value gaps, and he's been trading it like, oh, inverse fair value gaps with the VWAP, and everyone's calling him out now because you've been trying to bully ICT, and now you're trading his concepts. Yeah, clearly we are SMT. If you don't know what it is, it's we took out these yesterday, New York session highs, and here we have not. So yeah, just trade what works for you. Don't have to unlearn ICT unless you want to. But this is what I'm talking about. I do agree with AJ Currency said that he's left ICT, but I personally think the markets adapt to how people are trading. Some people think it's just an algorithm that trades the same way forever, but I think the market is starting to know how ICT traders trade, and it's stopping us out and doing a lot of things that used to just be so easy before. However, it probably is just this. It's probably just the SMT, and then, you know, you might have your stop loss up here, but in Q, it didn't hit your stop loss, and, you know, we're about to reverse down, but ES, it took you out. It's just SMT. That's why some people don't even use hard stop losses. I stopped using them because of SMT, and then I put them back on because I stopped trading SMT. But now I'm like, this is all you need. If you believe any trading gurus are tripping, I'm just trying to help. Look up Mark Douglas. You don't have to believe any trading guru, but if their strategy resonates with you, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. A lot of gurus and people trade the same. There's nothing wrong with that. I have read Mark Douglas, and ICT also suggests to read Mark Douglas's books. But ICT resonated with me, allowed me to trade the markets profitably very fast, allowed me to get funded very fast. So it worked for me. If it doesn't work for you, what do you trade, Dave Ramsey? A guru or someone's gonna have to teach you how to trade. Mark Douglas is technically a guru. All these people, you have to learn from someone. You didn't just wake up and, you know, learn on your own. So you have to learn from somebody. No one says I don't say any strategy is the worst. I just don't like shitting on strategies. I don't get on here and say, fuck supply and demand. Do I ever? No. Look at that trade. Beautiful SMT took it to this fair value gap. What's that? That's 9 o'clock. Now, I think we might bounce from here, though, out of that gap. But, yeah, y'all know my lives. I don't shit on strategies. I really don't. I don't like it. This is the ICT live. If you don't like it, you can leave. If you start using statistics, that made me realize you can truly predict the market. And how, though? Also, when people come on live and they're debunking stuff, tell me how you trade. Like, explain it. What does stats have to do with how the market moves? Like, what do you trade? Do you look at what? What is your stats? VWAP, order flow? Like, stats don't just help you trade. No, we did keep going lower. Again, from what? SMT, ICT concept. You could have literally turtle souped this shit. So don't listen to Dave. Just kidding. If this is complicated, don't do it. I agree. If ICT to you is fucking learning Mandarin, don't trade it. But we just caught 1 to 8 from just turtle soup from SMT. We took out this high on ES. We did not on NQ, as you see, and we immediately fucking reversed, and we dumped. We literally dumped. I probably would have had my take profit at this damn fair value gap, thinking we were gonna bounce. Obviously, we did not. We took out the London low. That's why I keep my sessions indicator on, because those are high probability liquidity. Asian low, London low, etc. And then dailies, but it doesn't always hit the daily. Can you analyze gold and NAS? I don't do gold. This is the NAS. This is the NAS. We're back testing. I don't like to analyze, though, because a lot of things happen overnight. If you're new to my lives, a lot of things happen overnight. Like, I've been wanting us to go to these fucking all-time highs, and we haven't, so. Or we just did in the PM session at lunch. We finally hit these fucking all-time highs that I've been chasing. So I'll wait to see. I like to wait and see what it does in the morning. And then, like I said, we got this down trade today and this up trade. You couldn't have called these two trades. They're two great trades. So I don't do analysis. Sorry for the day before. I don't. I get on the chart and I analyze like 10 minutes before I get on. You can put a bar data in Excel and try to predict the future, which is simple, but I don't like doing that, and that's why people take so long on how to trade. Predict the future. I don't. I never predict on the chart. You know what I do? I wait for the market to show me it wants to reverse, and then I trade after that. I don't go in reactive. I don't go in with the bias. I don't go in trying to predict. And that's what I don't like doing. I've been doing that today and yesterday, and I lost because I'm like, I want buys so bad today. We finally got them, but I already took 2 losses here that I broke my rules. I couldn't afford to get into another trade, which is the trade I wanted. So don't listen to Dave, in my opinion. Don't go in knowing, but people do. People like predicting the markets. I don't. I go in and I see, oh, we swept liquidity here. We didn't on ES. We're going down. Boom. Market structure shift. Boom. I'm in a sell. Where am I taking it? To liquidity, which is a session low. That's it. I don't predict. I go in with being reactive. And I used to, not anymore now that I'm doing SMT, I used to mark out the option if we go up, my take profit if we go down, and just see where the market wants to go, and then take it. How do time sessions work? So for me, my sessions are ICT kill zones. So it's 10 to midnight for Asian, 2 to 5 a.m. for London, and then that's fine if it's called quantitative trading, if that's what you like to trade. I didn't say that. I just said for me, it doesn't make sense. And I don't like predicting the market. I didn't say there's nothing wrong with that. I just said for me, I don't like that. I'm a reactive trader. And ICT works with me being reactive. That's all I said, Dave. But thank you for the advice. If anyone wants his advice and this live is too complicated, follow Dave. This is the ICT. I'm also not an astrology girl at all, so again, that's not me. But how do you time sessions? Okay, then my ICT session for New York, I like 8:30 to noon. Noon to 1 is lunch, and then PM is 1:30. I actually like my PM to be 1 o'clock, but I don't trade PM, so I don't give a fuck. But if I was trading PM like I used to, this would be 1 to, the end of the day. But I like 8:30 because 8:30 is news, and then lunch, 12 o'clock. Do you trade silver bullet? I used to. I do trade at 10 o'clock, but it's not always going to be... technically, yeah. I try to trade 10 a.m. reversals, but sometimes I'll trade the continuation because I'm impatient if it's obvious like this. Like, obviously, we got a silver bullet. We got 10 a.m. to 11. We got a reversal. But this was still a good trade, and 10 a.m. was here. I probably would have took this trade, and I usually only trade once. So I trade both continuations and reversals. I kind of want to just wait only for reversals, but then there are days where we do just run down the rest of the day. So I'm like, I don't want to miss those, but those days are rare. It's like 20% of the trades. But yes, I technically do trade the silver bullet hour is when I get on the chart. But yeah, 10 a.m. reversals, silver bullet, same thing. And that's why I tried to trade at 10. Today we got a nice sell before that I missed, but then I caught this one. But again, 10 a.m. is usually the bigger trade of the day. I've said that on all my back tests. The 10 a.m. trade will be the biggest trade of the day, so you don't care about this trade if you miss it. And if you do care, you can get in it still at 10 o'clock. So it's nothing to care about. But yes, 10 a.m. silver bullet hour is the best hour to trade in my opinion. 10 a.m. silver bullet, the macros line up. The 10 a.m. 4-hour candle starts at that time. So let's see, did we get SMT at 10? See, this day we got SMT at 9. That's why I'm starting to get on the chart at 9 again, 9:30, because sometimes the SMT is at 9. You can get in the trade right at 9:30. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see, 9:30 ran down, and that candle was a market structure shift. So you could get in right at 9:33. Would probably have been the trade if you went down to a lower time frame, to the London low for 1 to almost 3. So yeah, that's it, y'all. I think we'll keep backtesting this. I really like this. Because especially as us reversal traders, continuations are great, obviously, yes, if you can catch them. They're great. They're a little scary sometimes, like this one. You just had to get in, or you just missed it. But if you missed it, we got a beautiful SMT reversal. So it's like, and I've taken reversals from here without even like this. Like 10 o'clock, we swept, and then we ran down. But still at noon, we got SMT, and we ran up the rest of the day, or vice versa, you know. So it's really nothing crazy. And I think someone else commented on one of my videos, and they were like, I honestly cannot see profit if I don't trade a reversal. And I'm like, kind of same. I've traded continuations and I've made a lot of money on them. I personally prefer reversals. So that's why I'm like, let's just trade SMT. And we see how often it happens. And as soon as you get on the chart, there's usually one, like I said. And how would you see that? The sessions indicator. You see this New York session. Because if you were looking at this without the indicators, you would think this liquidity sweep is this. Obviously, we're on a lower time frame, so maybe not. But the sessions show you like, oh, we swept this session high. Even yesterday, I took a bad buy trade, but ES took the Asian high, and then we reversed, and that was the reversal everyone wanted. See, now it looks the same. Like, these are the same. And even there's another SMT, actually. So, crazy. That's why I love SMT. Lower low, higher high. But then we got SMT right there. ES already started reversing after it took liquidity here. We did not take liquidity here, but we did on NQ take it here. We swept this liquidity and immediately reversed. You see what I'm saying? It's so beautiful. And yes, you can do this in the silver bullet hour. Just mark out SMT, even though Dave doesn't. And then, like I said, you can easily trade a turtle soup off this. You can get in a trade like that easily. You can fucking easily do that. Now, some days you might have to wait a little bit, and that's why you would usually wait for your market structure shift, you know, in a lower time frame, because I've seen it too where one's just lagging, and if the other one finally comes up to take, you know, the high, and then you're like, oh well, so that wasn't SMT. But yeah, y'all, double SMT. Boom, boom. Love that. So that's what I'm going to be back testing and live paper trading this week. Again, don't be ashamed to paper trade. Don't be ashamed to, you know, go lower in your, in your contracts. Like, you don't have to rush to get a payout. No one is paying your bills but you. You have the funded trade certificate. That's all people care about. What's the name of the indicator? So you trade all sessions? No, I only trade New York at 10 a.m. And I only trade for like an hour or two a day. I don't trade all sessions. It's called ICT sessions. There's another one called ICT kill zones that does the same thing. I just found the ICT sessions indicator first. You're not going to open up for me? Well, here we go. ICT sessions, one set up for life. And no, I only trade the New York session. So this is the one, ICT, one session for life. There also is a silver bullet indicator that marks your fair value gaps and your profit targets for you if you want it. I used to use that too back in the day, but I don't anymore. But yeah, it's good at 10 o'clock, because 10 o'clock is what? Here. And then boom, we had a reversal at 10:30. Beautiful. And where's your target? You could target just, you know, I think I targeted this high just in case we didn't go to all-time highs and we were just like a retracing, but we wound up going all the way up. But yeah, these are your liquidity points. Asian, if you wanted more, you got New York AM low, and then there's one in the middle of this London session, then there's London, then there's PM, and, you know, it just marks all these liquidity points for you, because not all the time it'll hit the previous day. Because technically the previous day low is this one on ES, but we took the previous day low on NQ. So yeah, that's it, y'all. I think that might be it. I know I say this every day, but I think for real, S&T reversals is my holy grail. That's gonna be what I trade to become a millionaire. I'm pretty sure. If y'all wanna do the same, let me know. And we also did invert this gap, so I wonder if we're going lower, but I don't think so. But yeah, you see how we got S&T reversal, ES, NQ, and we tanked. Of course, that's what I'm here for. And I'm here for the beginner-friendly people. I know some, well, I don't know. I feel like I've been getting some trolls who act like they're profitable millionaire traders and they're not, because they wouldn't be in my live. But Yeah, I'm just trying to find an easy thing we can trade in the beginning, because people love to say, if you're not patient, don't trade. Well, how do you get patient if you don't practice trading? So for me, it's only getting on at 10 o'clock, only trading a reversal unless the continuation is fucking obvious, only taking one trade a day. Boom. Staying on a higher time frame like this until I see momentum, and then I get on a lower time frame, because that's what was fucking me up today and in the past. Like sitting on the 1 minute and the 3 minute, waiting for shit to go down. Like, please be serious. Sit on the 1 minute, sit on the 1 hour or the 15 minute, and then watch these candles play out. And you see, oh, I'm probably going to start sitting on the 15 minute, because we did get a 15 minute lower time frame SMT today. So you can see, like, here, we swept this high in QES, we did not, and then, you sell. And then at least on the 15 minute, you get, you wouldn't want to wait for this candle to close, technically, but, you could, because then it came back up for you on this next candle to the breaker, I guess, if you trade breakers. Also, there is a gap here, inverse fair value gap, so you could have put your entry right there on the 15 minute, but you would try to go down to the 3 minute. But at least if you sit on the 15 minute, there's not really fake outs here to stop you out. It's good price action, and I've learned that. Or when it's trading sideways like this, you're not in a trade. So I'm most definitely a beginner. I'll be checking out your lives more often. Yes, I go live like this every night, and usually I backtest different things, some that are shitty, some that are great. Like we backtested this shitty thing I came up with yesterday or 2 days ago, the 15 minute candle after 9:30. It wasn't that great. But that's why you backtest. That's the best part. You should be backtesting like this as a beginner as well. I would have been profitable way faster, even though it's only been 9 months and I'm already funded, but I feel like I would have been funded in like 6 months if I was backtesting. But if not, you can do it with me. But again, for me, it's only ICT concepts. So if you want to backtest like other strategies, you should do it yourself or find, someone else who backtests with you. And for me, again, because a lot of people who hate ICT that are in my chat, as you see, they're like, ICT has so many concepts that are it's too much. And I get it, he has a lot, but just pick one and go with it. I've tried them all. Silver Bullet's okay, but I think this SMT one is the one. So if I just suggest it, maybe just learn SMT, because you can really turtle soup this bitch. Even if you did this on ES and you turtle soup, especially because you can turtle soup because your stop loss is so tiny that this is probably what, $5 on ES to make, I don't know, 60, and this is probably $80 or 60 on NQ to make 200. So it's not a bad trade-off. But yeah, so tomorrow, same thing. We'll just practice catching SMT in the morning. And yeah, and I think you can trade at 9:30 again, because if you get SMT, you'll trade it. And then if you get it again on the way up, like we don't have right now, this is the same low. So you trade it back up again like people did today. People took both trades today. That's just what it is. So I think if I had to pick SMT, I'm gonna keep backtesting it. I'm gonna keep live trading it, and then we'll just see. But tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, I go backtest live like this every day, and then sometimes I go live in the morning. I've been off and on depending on how I feel. I was not happy today, so I did not go live today. But I might go live tomorrow, especially if I'm paper trading. But we'll see. But yeah, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. We're backtesting it again. SMT divergence. If you need to know what that means, I showed you, but if not, YouTube it. It's a bunch of videos on it, and as you see, it's literally the reversal picker, or however you say it, and you can literally just get in great trades off of just SMT on any time frame. But I would suggest 15-minute, hour, and maybe just those two, and then trade it on a lower time frame. But yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Are you due to be a distraction, baby?